What to eat and when to eat is very dear to my heart and also very necessary for my sport. I want to just add a few words as to why this topic now. Well, we all know the importance of having a healthy and balanced diet. It is not only about organic preparations, nutrients, fruits, and calories. The food we eat and the water we drink have vibrations which become a part of our system once consumed. Do you all eat nutritious food? Are you watching your calories, avoiding junk, but do you still feel dull or fatigued? Did you know that food and water absorb vibrations from the surroundings? Yes, the food's vibrational energy is as important as its nutritional energy. The vibrations in our food influence the state of our mind. It is important to choose a high energy diet and prepare each meal with a peaceful state of mind, as the vibrations of food directly influence our thought, mood, and sanskars, that is, our behavior. There is a very popular saying in Hindi, Jaisa an, vaisa man, preparing the food with divine feelings and energizing the meal raises its vibrations and ours too. With these thoughts, it is indeed a pleasure to have Captain Pratap Mehta to speak to us about Eat Right at the Right Time. I warmly welcome him to share his thoughts. Handing over the baton to you, Captain.
Thank you. Thank you. So today's thing is eat right at right time. So it's all about the food, the kitchen, how we conduct ourselves while eating, and what affects us, the daylight hours, the dark hours, all this. So to begin with, kitchen. It is in the kitchen that a language is spoken to address your eyes, ears, nose, and tongue, and even the skin. All five senses are addressed in your kitchen. Something that all of us are exposed to since our childhood, but few of us realize it. By cooking Chinese food in the Chinese way, the Chinese mother makes her child Chinese. By cooking Zulu food in the Zulu way, the Zulu mother makes her child Zulu. And by the way, you know where is the Zulu tribe? In Africa. Right. So this reminds me of a story I want to share with you. So it's all, the story is all about us, Ubuntu. I'm sure some of you may have heard about this story, but nevertheless, we will listen to it from a different perspective. An anthropologist proposed a game to the kids in African time. He put a basket full of fruit near a tree and told the kids that whoever got there first won the sweet fruits. What happened next was something his eyes couldn't believe. No one ran to come first. Instead, when he told them to run, they all took each other's hands and ran together, thus all winning the race and then all sat together to enjoy the treat. This got him very puzzled. When he asked them why you had run like that, as you could have all run to get the and come first and pick a fruit for yourself. They said Ubuntu. Ubuntu in African culture means I am because we are. I am because we are. So reflect in life, see what race are we running and at what cost. how often in life, especially in the corporate world, we tend to put the other person down because we believe till they don't fall, we cannot rise. So let's work towards being happy and leading a happy life. Being happy doesn't mean everything is perfect. It simply means you choose to look beyond imperfections. You choose to look beyond imperfections and value relationship more than being right. Each color is beautiful by itself, but it's the rainbow that we all love and always remember. I am because we are. On this note, ladies and gentlemen, do you take care of your life, or do you let circumstances determine how life turns out for you? Or let me leave you with these thoughts before we deep dive to discover the power of eating right at right time. My name is Captain Pratap Mehta. I am a performance enhancer with 40 plus years of work experience. I work with ambitious entrepreneurs, both men and women, and everything I've written and practiced in the last 40 years is a result of study, personal experience, and my devotion towards practicing ancient Indian wisdom. So this today's interaction talk is based on ancient Indian wisdom. Yes. But at the same time, I know all of you are concerned about the science and is there a scientific proof? I will also talk about them. Okay. Besides this, I am a mind transformation coach, lifestyle engineer, author, and Indian Navy veteran. I put in more than quarter century Indian Navy, starting with 1971 Indo-Pak War, right? And I can only say one thing: if you would like to accomplish something, you must expect it from yourself. This is a very powerful saying by Aurobindo. If you would like to accomplish something, you must expect it of yourself. Come and join me in this joyful journey to create your most extraordinary life today. So, and friends, I took premature retirement from Indian Navy in '94. And as a postgraduate of nautical science and strategic studies, I have been also passionate and penchant for energy healing, meditation, yoga, spirituality, naturopathy. You can say in one word, holistic wellness. Right. Why am I here? Before we deep down, let's talk. Why am I here? I am here to feel empowered of our own body. Everyday food choices. When we say own body, it means everyday food choices, sleep routines, stress cycles, sickness symptoms, maladaptive social skills alike. Don't we all go through this? That's why we are all here. I'm here to generate a feeling of well-being. That is, in all its multiple spheres, from mental to financial to ecological sustenance. Yes, I'm here to learn to trust the structure, function, and genetic design of the wise and wondrous human body. I'm here to experience and practice the fundamentals of correct nutrition and natural laws in everyday living. And finally, I'm here to feel in charge of my own self, to take charge of my own self and have health in my hands. That is why we are all gathered around today. And we shall answer all these questions in our talk interaction in the next 60 minutes. So, what is the philosophy behind Indian kitchen? Philosophy behind Indian kitchen? There is, according to me, there is no better person than Devdutt Patnaik, a mythologist, management guru, motivational speaker. You must be all familiar with his name. He says a traditional Indian kitchen was a sacred space. It was decorated with auspicious signs like Shubh Labh, Om, Swastik. Sometimes it doubled up as a puja room also. Nowadays, with the constraint of space, the kitchen also doubles up as a puja room. In many households, you are not allowed to enter the kitchen with footwear. And particularly in most of the South Indian states, they still practice it very sincerely. With so many friends from Karnataka, I'm sure you will agree with me that in many households, people don't allow you to enter with footwear. And not only that, you are not allowed to eat unless you have taken baths. Also, this clearly gave a child a message. Food is not just for filling the stomach. Food is something special and sacred. The offerings of the yagna of life. Without food, there is no existence. How beautifully Devdutt Patnaik has mentioned this. But today, the kitchen is changing in character. The aim is to create a kitchen that is highly efficient and effective today. That's the aim. And sanitized to satisfy the needs of all working couples. Today, the kitchen is changing in character. Remember that. It almost seems like a factory. There is a good fridge, good dishwasher, pressure cooker, gadgets, mixer, grinder, to grate and pound, to mince, microwaves to quickly heat up the food. It is clean and quick. Everything wrapped in a foil and plastic. Your kitchen looks so spick and span. If a general has to come, he will give you full marks. The best maintained galley. That's what they say in Forge. Kitchen is called galley. But that's spick and span. No stains, no smell, no vapors. Now, what is the message? Cooking is a chore and industrial activity. It's become now an industrial activity. Food is merely a nourishment for the body to function. That's it. The way food is eaten also has impact on the way we think. Imagine eating a proper four-course meal. First, there is a soup, then there is a salad, then the main course, and finally the dessert. Everything is controlled and sequential. Now imagine eating a thali. Everything served simultaneously, from salad to rice to roti to curry, even the mithai, even the chutneys and papad, everything served in a thali. So what happens? In the Western culture, we taste what the somebody has, appreciate someone who has made the food, whereas here in Indian system, Thali system, we you will appreciate the mixture. You're going to have a mixture of the various dal with a particular vegetable, with a salad, and you are going to mix it and eat it. And that mixed thing that each person makes his own mixture is a taste. Right. So there is another saying by Devdutt Patnaik. What he's saying is, the Western meal is served in a linear way, while the Indian meal is served in a cyclical way. The movement of the hand in Western food, as the meat or a sausage is cut and forked, is highly linear, while the finger moves in a semicircular fashion, like your English alphabet D. This is English alphabet D. It moves in a semicircular way. While tearing a roti or mixing a rice, the Indian dishes are not eaten individually, but must be mixed, a practice that is uniquely Indian. Thank you, Mr. Devdutt, for showing us the way. So in Western cuisine, we taste what the cook serves to us, but Indian cuisine, we taste our own mixture. Many of my participants in the past have asked, what is the scientific proof? आजकल किसी को भी बोलो तो हमारी generation है, my children also, I said, Dad, what is the scientific proof? Now, with regard to eating, and of course, I respect their obsession for everything proof. So let's talk what science has to say about the food. Okay. Yes. How does circadian rhythm affect our eating? I'm sure most of you may have heard about circadian rhythm. Scientifically speaking, the circadian clocks maintain periodicity in internal cycles of behavior, physiology, and metabolism across the light and dark cycles. So circadian rhythm has it's something to do with the light and the dark period of the day. Remember that basically it moves with that. And it is associated with our physiology, metabolism, our behavior also. Our behavior changes from morning till evening. Our metabolism changes from time to time. It changes even while we are sleeping. Someone is able to sleep, someone is unable to sleep. Someone is able to digest their food, some people are not able to digest their food. You will get to know now. The research suggests that an eating schedule that is maligned with one's circadian rhythm can increase a person's risk of becoming obese or developing metabolic problems like insulin resistance. It's like eating snacks or skipping breakfast are considered malign eating. I'm sure each one of you must be resonating with what I'm talking about. Some of you have been doing intermittent fasting. Some of you have been advised miss your breakfast, while other people have been advised eat like a king in the breakfast. So there are so many theories and systems working parallelly to that. I'm not saying which one to adopt, but as we progress, you will know by yourself what is the real system, how do I go as per the law of the nature. Then what is circadian rhythm? Let's learn this. It is a biological clock that constantly repeats in a 24-hour cycle. These clocks are synchronized to coincide with day-night cycle. The cycles of circadian system is 24-hour clock and reset gets reset with exposure to light. With a synchronized clock, all physiological and behavioral rhythms take place during this period in a coordinated manner. Our brain gets a direct signal of the amount of light and instructs the pineal gland to secrete the melatonin hormone into the bloodstream. Are you getting this? Even you don't have to understand, but you just remember melatonin hormone. It's very important. If your pineal gland is unable to secrete melatonin hormone, you will be unable to sleep, in simple words. Okay. Therefore, when you take sleeping pills, it has got melatonin, means artificially induced in your body. That's why you go to sleep. This hormone causes us to sleep, dream, and lose appetite. Melatonin, lose appetite. Imagine you have been taking, some of us have been swallowing the sleeping pill, it loses appetite. But at night time, if the nature tells pineal gland to secrete melatonin hormone and lose appetite, means you will have a peaceful sleep. Yes or no? In absolute extended darkness, the pineal gland floods the body with melatonin, intensifying these restful processes. Melatonin is one of the many hormones and processes that allow deep rest, sleep, and rejuvenation. So, isn't it important then to know how these clocks are synchronized so that we align them in a much better way? Right? Everyone, are you all with me? Each one of you? Great.
Yes,
If,
Captain.
yeah, if anyone wants to ask a question on so far, so good, or if you have a thing, just unmute and shoot. Okay, great.
Sir, one question, sir.
Yes,
From where
Boli.
what food do we get this melatonin?
No particular food. Okay, you will get to know when I'm now talking this melatonin, how you get is if you follow a certain cycle of food, when to eat, when not to eat. Okay, right?
Okay, sir.
But
Thank you.
those who are constantly eating, or they are keeping themselves hungry, then there will be a problem. Okay, so thank you, Uma, for this very nice question, very important one. But so let's see what are the three different cycles. We have three cycles in a day, which are related to circadian rhythm. One, releasing of body waste and food debris, one cycle. The second cycle is receiving, means eating and digestion. Third one is repairing, absorption and use. I'll talk to you about them in details now. So our body runs 3 8-hour cycles per day. So this is known as circadian cycles of the body. तो इसको जानना बहुत जरूरी है. तो किस समय आपके शरीर में क्या चल रहा है? गलत समय में आप खाएंगे तो वो पचेगा नहीं. ओके, रात को 10 बजे खाना खा लिया, फिर कहते हैं नींद नहीं आती, वो तो होने वाला है. So let's see one by one. Releasing. That is, this is cycle is first 8 hours, approximately uh, 4 a.m. to 12 noon in the morning. The body tries to throw away all bodily waste. You go to bathroom, you got remove, do your normal routine. You experience this as a bowel movement, body odor, or bed breath in the morning hours. You have all noticed this. Now I'm sure you can say. And when you get up in the morning, there is a bed breath. Okay. Right. And the body is releasing the waste from breath to urine to your digested food. That's the morning time. Okay. It is cleaning process is hindered. If the cleaning process is hindered, toxins may accumulate in the body, which may result in poor health. Hence, the best food by which we can break the fast of the night. Therefore, in the morning, we can't take heavy aloo paratha. The best food in the morning is fruits. The best thing is in the breakfast, eat fruits because they require minimum energy for digestion and are the only food that do not interfere with cleaning process. Therefore, the ideal scenario is try and incorporate as much fresh fruits or juices into
Excuse
your,
me.
yes.
It is not enough to in the breakfast, sir.
No, let me complete this. You'll go. It's not that only fruit only is enough or not enough. So,
Okay, sir.
Sujata ji, I will explain to you what all you should eat in the breakfast also.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
After all, we are living in this world. Thank you for this question. We are living
Okay,
in
sir.
this world. We also have to meet social requirements on also various other things. We need energy to do it. Okay. We are
Okay,
not.
sir.
Okay. No, good. Very good. Please keep interacting. I welcome everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So we do this because as soon as we eat cooked or processed breakfast, the cleansing process stops. Cleansing is also aided by ample exercises. This portion of the circadian cycle is also the best time for muscular workout in the nature. That means in the morning you have fruits, you go out for a walk, you go out for a jog, you go to gym, you can do yoga exercises. The second cycle is receiving. That means the second 8-hour cycle of circadian rhythm, approximately between 12 noon and 8 p.m., is the most favorable for the main meal of the day. That is lunch and dinner. This is the time when the body is most efficient at digesting food. This duration also has the highest natural light and temperature. Yes, sunshine, that the day is warm, irrespective of the season and geographical location. So our energy contributes a lot of heat in the liquefaction of solid food. When the ambient temperature is high, the body conserves a lot of energy in maintaining the body temperature. If you are eating with hunger, we should be refueling and burning in a steady way, which makes digestion easy and efficient. That is why this is the best time to eat your lunch and dinner. The third cycle is that repairing cycle. Repairing cycle is time for utilizing the food we have consumed during the day. Assimilation approximately takes place between 8 p.m. and 4 a.m. That is the time when we are most likely to be relaxed or asleep. Got it? That is repairing time, 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. During this time, the body can get to work by drawing on all the goodness out of our food from the day and working on healing and rebuilding our body. This is the time. As this phase starts ending, it leads neatly back into the first cycle. That is morning, 4 a.m. to 12. The cleansing process, that's the morning cleansing process. As it gets rid of everything, the body waste through anabolism or food debris, which it does not need. We require total darkness to sleep well. If light intrudes in our sleep, the circadian rhythm is disturbed by making sleep less deep and restful. Less deep and rest मतलब हमें गहरी नींद नहीं आएगी और रेस्टलेसनेस खलबली मची रहेगी, whether you know it or not. From simply darkening the bedroom, a huge difference in the quality of sleep is experienced. So, fix your sleep environment to sleep in total darkness and regain control of your sleep and wake up cycles. Neither the sun nor the street light determine anymore when you wake up. You do, and only when you are well rested, you are ready for the next day. That's what happens when people from India to travel to US or from US back to India or to the countries where there is a huge time difference. The jet lag happens. Okay. The jet lag is because of the you leave at night, again reach the other place at night, or during the daytime, you haven't had the sleep is directly related to the darkness or the dark times. So it takes 1 or 2 days to get used to the new cycle of circadian rhythm. Your circadian rhythm is aligned to India time in India. Your circadian rhythm will have to take some time to realign in America. That's why there is a jet lag. Okay, so aligning with circadian rhythm during our busy lives ensures vitality conservation and physiological efficiency. Okay, so let me share with you another story. You have an excuse to pick your choice. Do you have excuse to pick your choice? Once there was a hungry fox who stumbled upon a vineyard. After seeing the round, juicy grapes hanging in a bunch, the fox drooled. का मन ललचा गया कि ये अंगूर मुझे खाने हैं. I'm sure you must have all heard the story.
Excuse
But
me, sir.
Yes.
Will we get a recorded session of this later in the group?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but you need to leave.
No, because there's a lot of internet issue, the lot of glitch. I'm not able to follow.
Okay, we'll address this at the end, all these questions, right?
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
So no matter how high the fox jumped, he could not reach for it. So he told himself that it was probably the grapes are sour and left that night. That night, he had to sleep on empty stomach. So when you reflect back and check, have you ever acted like a fox given up just because our attempts have failed. When we want something but think it's too hard to attain, do we make up excuses and pacify ourselves by saying that's probably not the great instead of working hard for it? You know. So remember, we will always have excuses in life, not opportunities. Opportunities will come and go. Choose wisely. Let's all promise to be stronger than our strongest excuse. Life will always reward those who let their actions rise above these excuses. So I'm going to share with you more important thing in now next 15 minutes. So let there be no excuses that you have now an opportunity to live that life, but it's difficult, so I couldn't practice it. So it's either result or excuse. You can't have both. Excuse is a lie we tell ourselves, so it doesn't have to be our fault. So let's live with no excuses and love with no regrets. Right, friends? So coming to the real meat, the juice of our seminar today. That is how, with having heard what kind of a kitchen we need to have, what is the effect of circadian rhythm. Now it sounds a little complicated, in today's life. I will make you an easier solution and present it before you. Okay? Yes. You will also get a live recording in the group on from YouTube. Okay, so you can pick that, but it will take about a week or so for me to edit and give you the link for the YouTube. So Sujata, I'm sure you will be able to do with that. Okay. So the next thing is, let's say, what should I eat and when should I eat? Now it becomes, I will try and make it more simple and practical. What should I eat and when should I eat? Right? We have broken down the day in 4 parts. 4 a.m. to noon, wake up till lunchtime. We call this elimination time. Okay? And 12 noon to 4 p.m., lunchtime till evening. That is the digestion time. 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., evening tea, snack time, that's energizing time. And 8 p.m. till 10 p.m., dinner time till we sleep. That is body building time. Does it sound more practical in today's life? Because somebody will say, no, I come back from work at 9 o'clock. So how can I have things before 8 in my office or while I am traveling? So we have made it a little more conducive to our work life of today. But you need to know what you must eat during those 4 hours or 8 hours. Okay? What you need, how you need to eat, how you need to prepare those food items. Okay? So far, so good. And if there are any questions, please ask. You can unmute yourself and share. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Now, this is I hope you have your pen and paper ready, even though you will get a YouTube link, but it's good if you put down in some notes in your handwriting and you will always remember them. Okay. So 4 a.m. to 12 noon is a wake up till lunchtime, elimination time. What can you have? These are the various options, and these are the best foods during that time. Fruits, pulp, juices, coconut water, all malai also, don't worry. Any fruit, any quantity, any time during this period. Okay. But remember one golden principle: do not mix cooked food with uncooked food. Fruits, salads are uncooked. So keep a gap of at least 30 minutes between them. Then raisins. By the way, the dry fruits are of two types. One is raisins, the others are nuts. So do not mix raisins with nuts. We have been all saying dry fruit hai, kabhi bhi kha lo, kuch bhi kha lo. But there are better ways I will suggest you today. Raisins, dry fruits, okay? Dates. What are raisins? Dates, figs, anjeer, prunes, then that golden or black kishmish, munakka, what we call them. Then apricots, blueberries, pre-soaked in water overnight. So take one or two varieties, whichever you like or available to you or within which fits in your budget. They are all the varying cost. They all have the good properties. That's it. Just pick 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces, not more than that, and not less than 5 pieces of each. Soak them in the water overnight. And in the morning, when you soak them, little bit rub it to remove the dust or the dirt from there, and let the water be there soaked overnight. In the morning, eat those raisins and drink that water also. Okay. Particularly anjeer and all this, you will find the sellers who sell them, they or the guys who manufactures and package and pack it to you, they put sugar syrup into it to make it sweet. So if you wash them at that time clean, you can get rid of those artificial sugar mixed for selling, basically. So be careful on that. That's why I insist you wash them before that. Then you can have herbal tea, green tea, then homemade tea like ginger, cinnamon, uska chai bana ke normal pee liya. Avoid dairy product. Okay. और थोड़ा सा दूध डाल दिया. Who cannot manage, who say नहीं मेरे को थोड़ा सा चाय में दूध चाहिए, okay, concession given, but black tea is better. Lemongrass, cloves, but don't put any honey or sweetener. And in that morning time, all this is a morning time, okay, 4 to 12. You can sit, relax, do meditation, yoga, pranayam for about 45 minutes or so, 1 hour. Go to gym, go for a walk or a jog, whatever your age and time permits you. Okay. So far, so good. Any questions on this?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, Sheetal.
So now here, 4 a.m. to 12 noon, this is the breakfast time usually.
Yeah.
So morning breakfast, we have our breakfast, say somewhere around between 8 to 9. Now, these are the only things that we should have, or other than that? So usually our Maharashtrian or Indian breakfast is like poha and idli and dosa and upma. This is what we have for breakfast.
Good question. What happens to those pohas, idlis, and all those? You begin with these. Okay, there are two ways Okay, I will answer this question at the end. I don't
All
want
right,
to let the
fair.
cat out of the bag so
Okay,
fast.
fair enough, fair enough. Okay.
I don't want to let the cat out of the bag so fast. Okay, but thank you, Sheetal.
Captain, can
Yes,
I ask you a question? This is Reshma.
yes, Reshma.
Yeah, the same with me also. I'm working. So till I have a proper breakfast, I'm not able to get that energy to work. So
Uh,
my breakfast is also like what is mentioned, like idli or dosa or maybe an omelette or maybe poha or upma and all that.
I will
So
answer that at the end.
yeah, because
Okay.
when I eat that only, then I feel okay. I have had the breakfast maybe with a cup of tea or a coffee or something like that.
Okay, nice, very nice.
Yeah,
I
Captain. Most of our food start with breakfast means like this only. Like we will be having all milk and idli, dosa, that and then lunch.
okay, okay,
So
okay,
it's a continuous process for everyone. So suddenly we are thinking, what is next? Your
yeah,
PP.
okay, very nice. So whoever gives, whichever party promises maximum subsidy, vote for them and let them come to power. Whether they are good or not good, that we'll see later on. Yeah, yeah. It's
Okay.
just a little fun. It doesn't mean anything. Okay.
Right,
But
right.
we'll have a coffee and all what you have mentioned. It is just one
Yeah.
10 minutes gap. Then again we go for cooking a breakfast, what like that.
Correct,
So
correct.
it
So
is there.
I will come to that. By the time I finish, you will have no questions, I can assure you. Okay, right.
Okay.
So the next is 12 noon to 4, lunchtime till evening. That is our digestion time. Now, what can you have? Salads, any raw vegetable like tomato, cucumber, carrot, cabbage, radish, celery. Okay. Then you can have cooked food, any vegetables, curry, pulses, whole. It's better to have whole pulses as much as you can. Chutneys. Then you can have bread. When I say bread, roti. Okay, roti. That means preferably non-wheat grain, like millets. Millets are like bajra, nachni or ragi, corn, makai, jawari. Eat only single grain at a time, no multi-grain. Nowadays, bread, take this multi-grain bread, and we are very happy to bring it home with us. Multi-grain. Each grain has its own digestive property, remember. Okay? If you have multi-grain, then signal from mind or brain for digestion will be confused. किसको कब digest करना है? It sounds nice. I'm getting the benefit of all the cereals at the same time. Not a good idea. Okay. Then we have rice, right? Either roti or rice. This is also another important thing. Rice and cereal, they are two different entities. Remember that. Okay. And most of the affluent or even the middle class families will have some rotis, some rice. But South Indians are very good. Let me praise them, appreciate. Most of them have only rice. Rotis means it's a festival time, or paratha means a festival time. So the nature tells us, do not mix cereal with rice. Either have roti or have only rice. Not both together. Though, of course, customary, when you go to a party or somebody invites you for a dinner, they will have rice and roti both laid out for you. All that you have to do is take only one item at a time. If roti is wheat, then you might give it a skip and take only the rice. Now, if the host sees you, hey, why aren't you having roti? Then what will you say? No, the Captain Mehta told me have only roti or rice. No, please don't take my name. You just say, I'm happy with the rice. Rice looks more delicious. Don't have to give excuse why are you not having roti. And one of those occasions, if you think rotis are more attractive and stuffed kulchas and paranthas, go ahead and eat rotis, but don't take rice that day. Okay. So this is how you can play around with it.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So now here when you say roti, okay,
Hmm.
and then again the second last point is chila. So either it is roti also and chila or any of it.
Let me come to that point first.
Acha, okay.
Okay.
The second
Yeah.
question was, now you said that have single grain at a time. So is it that today if I have say bajra, then tomorrow I will have jawar?
Yes, you can have. Okay.
Or is it a month that
No, no,
okay,
no, no. It's each digestive cycle. Each digestive. Today you had bajri, so the digestive cycle will be over. By evening you can have jawari also. Or next day you can have jawari. Third day you can have nachni. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So, but in one day, do not mix all the grains and make it a multi-grain कि सबका benefit मुझे एक साथ मिल रहा है. It causes a bit of digestive problems. So
Captain,
after, yeah,
hi
Okay.
Captain Simran here. Captain,
yes, Simran.
is it same with if let's say we had cereal in for breakfast and for lunchtime we have like rice or what, is it okay?
Yes, yes. Okay. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. Right. So the next is moong chilla besan dosa omelette. Right. Now you can make a chilla. That's in chilla, chilla, dosa, omelette. It's basically it's the same thing. You can make moong dal chilla or a besan chilla, which most of the homes make, and have them also for your meal. The Sheetal's question was, can I mix with roti or rice? Okay, certainly you can. Moong dal comes under the category of and besan comes under the category of pulses, and they are very, very high in protein value. Okay, right. So Sheetal, that answers your question. That's
Yeah, okay. So
right.
either of a chila, I can have the moong salad also.
But I don't know how much appetite you got. You want to have roti, you want to have moong dal chilla, you want to have a besan chilla. My
That's
God.
what Maharashtrians have.
No, but don't mix it. Have one of them. The whole concept is don't have moong dal chilla, besan dal chilla, then also roti and also rice. Take
So usually when I do the moong chila, I mix it with one tablespoon of besan in it.
okay, that's fine. But avoid mixing. You mix besan in it for better binding and layout. I know.
Correct.
By the way, I'm a self-made cook also. So I can relate with it. I'm not talking out of reading a book or something. I also cook whenever required. And,
Okay.
yeah, okay. So you can do that, but keep it bare minimum. Don't say, chalo, let's have 50-50 moong and 50-50 besan. Then next is you have a ginger lime shot. That means in a mixer, you take a 50% ginger, 50% lime, and make a concentrated juice with added water. Strain it and keep it. You can strain it and keep it for 1 or 2 days in the fridge. Because every day making a small quantity is a difficult task. So keep it in a glass full in the fridge and take about 40 ml after every meal. 30 minutes after meal. Okay. Yeah. The pros and cons we will discuss later on. Okay, then next is your 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's evening tea and snack time. It's your energizing time. This is the time to have fruits, pulp, juices, any fruit, any quantity, any time. Okay. You can also in the evening, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. In fact, at 5 o'clock, before I sat for this, today I had a fruit dinner. So at around 5:45, because I opened my shop at 6, so we could be ready for you to receive you all. So 5:45, I had all my fruits, and that's all for my dinner tonight. Okay, lot of fruits. Then you can have raisins, dates, figs, prunes, all these things. Then evening time is for the nuts. Go nuts in the evening. Almonds, pista, cashew, roasted chana, peanuts, unsalted, pre-soaked in water. So whatever nuts you want to have, soak them in the water in the morning. In the evening, have the nuts. The best time to have nuts is evening time. Best time to have raisins
So
is...
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why do we have to soak them? Because I like the crispiness of the nuts.
Good idea. Good idea. The nuts also carry a lot of heat. They are very warm, in the nature. So it's ideal if it's winter, cold time, you have nuts, it's okay. You can absorb that heat. But if you want to have nuts round the year in a temperate climate, then you don't want a pith in your body to increase. Cough and pith will increase in your body if you have too much of nuts. So if they are pre-soaked, nuts means nuts and raisins, the heat part is removed from there. So it's more conducive to your body. और जिसे बोलते हैं ना, इसकी गर्म तासीर निकल जाती है के अंदर से, right? Okay. Then next is your evening time is also for your green juice. Fresh green juice. Now, question is, how do you make green juice?
Sir, I have a question, sir, before going to this one. The last you have showed me the nuts, which is to be soaked. And as we go on, as the day progresses, we told that the metabolism will come down in the night time. But if we eat more of nuts, which has got more protein, so how the body is going to take that load and how it will be very much free?
See, it says 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Now, if you break down, finish taking nuts and all this by 6 p.m. Okay? Not at night time, before sunset. If you take it before, if you take it before sunset, it's okay. Now, these are all guiding timings for guidelines. Right? Okay, the next is green fruit, fresh vegetable juice. After a gap of half an hour from above, 1 hour prior to or before the cooked meals, make a green juice. That's vegetable plus green plus sour, something sour. That is amla or lime. If you are getting fresh amla, nothing like it. The amla is gooseberry, if you have not heard of it. So you can have it about 2 to 3 times in a day also. In the morning also you can have it. In the evening also you can have it. Once a day is also good enough. It's a tedious process. So I'm giving you in the morning, whenever you have green juice, preferably have it empty stomach. That means first thing in the morning or first thing in the evening. Green juice means you take vegetable. Now, whatever is vegetable available in your refrigerator, you single or mixed, you can use the pumpkin family, lauki, dudi, hopla, that's uh, pumpkin, cucumber, tomato, carrot, beetroot. You can add green leafy vegetables, single or mixed spinach, coriander, mint, celery, curry leaves, pan leaves, suwa. Suwa, if you know it. There's another thing which comes, small, tiny leaves and thing, suwa. It's got a very different kind of a pungent, some like it, some don't like it, aroma of it. So one day you can have only vegetable, other day you can have a leafy vegetable green juice. Or even if there is a little of both left over, you can mix both of them and make a green juice. For soreness, put lime or amla and ginger also. Choice is between lime and amla and ginger. Now, amla you may not get throughout the year. You can either stock it in the fridge, but peeling amla, making a juice is a tough job. So what I do is I bring amla powder from that Ayurvedic shop. I also bring ginger powder from that Ayurvedic shop. That is salt powder. I mix them in 50-50 ratio and keep them in a bottle. And every time, if you are making 2 or 3 glasses of juice, 1 teaspoon of this powder, you put it in the mixer. All these things, you don't have to put it in a juicer. Put it in a mixture, add some water, add a leaf and a teaspoon of amla ginger juice. Okay. You may add honey to your taste. You may add dates, khajur, for sweetness. Honey or dates for khajur. Avoid using totally sugar, jaggery, or salt for this. Also in the evening, spend some time in meditation, yoga, pranayam, 30 to 45 minutes. Okay. So this will be your evening routine for food. Next is 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. dinner time. That's a body building time. Salads, any raw vegetable, tomato, kheera vegetable, mooli, celery. But keep a gap of 30 minutes between cooked or uncooked food. If there is no possibility, no gap, then you might skip salad and have the cooked food only. This is also a good time to have sprouts and seeds better. You can have it in the morning, but this is a better time. Or in the morning breakfast time also you can have sprout seeds. You can, depending on your own constitution, some people have very sensitive stomach. Okay. Therefore, doctors advise them take boiled or cooked sprouts. So do it. If your stomach is sensitive, it's likely to get acidity, ulcers. It's a natural constitution, weak constitution, strong constitution. So make use of it accordingly. Cooked food, any vegetable, curry, pulses, chutney, again, roti or only rice. If you want to have, you can pick up from either any of the rotis like millets, bajra, nachni, makai. Eat only single grain at a time or only rice. The same as moong dal chilla or besan chilla. Seeds. This also after finishing your meals, everything you are sitting and watching your TV and things like that. That's the time you can have roasted sunflower seeds, melon seeds, flax seeds, and this you can have it in the morning as well, right? Or whenever you're sitting idle, just take a
Sir, we don't mix it up, melon seeds, pumpkin seeds.
no. It's see, it's better not to mix, but if they are mixed, it's okay. These are not had in a large quantity. They are only 1 or 2 spoonful. That's all.
Yes, sir. We
Yeah.
are doing smoothie like all seeds,
All seeds. All
all
right.
seeds with fruits.
Yes.
It is not correct or not.
But it's better to put one particular type of seed at one time. That's the best way,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Okay, that's the best way.
It
Chia seed.
will be quantity will be more. No, okay.
No, adjust the quantity. These are all by estimation. Okay.
Okay.
Indian cooking, it's not like Western cooking. The every quantity is fixed. The quantity is depends on a family's taste.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, the quantity depends on each ingredient depends on the family's taste and the flavor they like to have.
Okay,
Chia
thank you,
seeds,
sir.
then til, soft. Again in the evening, you can the once you have made that lime ginger shot, have after half an hour, 45 minutes, have that one shot of water. It's a very good digestive thing. Lime ginger shot. Sit, relax, meditation before sleeping. So this will be your evening routine. Oh, right. Okay, I didn't change the slide. Now you can see what I just said. 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. rice, bread, or moong dal chilla, seeds. Then I talked about lime ginger shot, sit and relax. Okay, right. Now, next is what things you need to avoid. Avoiding is something like gluten products, wheat, dalia, suji, oats. Thank you, Dr. Chaya. And avoid wheat products. Nowadays, there is another flour atta available. That's called khapli ka atta, khapli atta. Have you heard of that? That khapli atta is made out of wheat, but gluten removed from there. It's specially made. And if the wheat costs something like 50, 60 rupees a kg, that khapli atta costs 200 rupees a kg. But then if you want to go that way, choice is yours. I'm just giving you an option, but not necessary. You can use cereal, other millets, bajri, nachni, and things likewise. You can make dalia out of bajri. Okay, you can make dalia out of, like in our home, we make dalia out of bajri. We make dalia out of makka, right? So, no dairy products like milk, curd, paneer, etc. But if you are having it once in a while, chalo, chalega, it's okay. No deep fried, no fruits and cooked meals, no tea, coffee, all caffeine-based products. I'll come to it. कि मैं कैसे करना है, क्या करना है. I know Sujata is smiling, but then it's okay. It's our belief system, you know. So, but what is a good thing to eat at least once a day is boiled sweet potato. That's shakar kandi. Boiled sweet potato with its skin intact. Boil it, take it. Cut it into pieces. It's sweet, it's delicious, it's tasty. Just eat the pieces. Now, all these things, you can take it for snacks and things like that. So whatever, whenever you party, next meal should be salads and fruits only, not all these things. Eat one of these or two of these at any time, not everything. Okay. Or say, when you have a feast, next day it is fast. I mean, that is fast after feast. With the above diet, the toxins will be released from your body in case of loose motion, now if you have loose motion while having this kind of a diet, take boiled potatoes. Loose motion, you feel hungry, whatever you eat will come out. So you don't know what to have. So most families, it's a curd rice. But curd rice may not be delicious or tasty enough. You can have boiled potatoes. It stops your loose, plugs the leakage. And if the loose motion is severe, you know what to take? Take a 2 spoonful of curd, 2 spoonful, and jaifal, nutmeg. Make a small powder and put it, a pinch or two of jaifal, put it in the curd and take it. The severe loose motion will stop in 1 hour, half an hour. But do you feel hungry? So take preparation made out of boiled potato. Okay. So otherwise, if your family, you are happy with curd rice, take curd rice. But more effective than curd rice is boiled potato preparation. More effective than boiled potato preparation is jaifal curd, nutmeg with a little bit of curd. Okay. So this is basically your system of how you're going to eat, right? Now, if you want to say this is difficult, that is difficult, remember, I want to share a small story. You need to lean into discomfort and grow. That means you have to break away from the limiting beliefs that you have. I can't do this, I can't do that. Like in the morning, if you have to eat, so make a compromise. Okay, 3 days in the morning, I will have fruits. 3 days, I will have idli, upma, or whatever it is. Minimize upma because it is from the wheat, right? Okay. I can tell you, if those people who are overweight, if you take this diet sincerely, then there are no options. You will lose about 5 to 7 kgs per month without dieting. You are eating all these things. Without dieting, you will lose 5 to 7 kgs per month. Okay. If you are underweight, you will put on 2 to 3 kgs per month. So it is not for reducing, or it's also for increasing the weight. Means you become a normal person. This is a diet which has been spread over with lot of options. You can pick and choose what you want to do, but few certain principles you need to remember. No mixing rice with roti. Rotis are to be gluten-free, that means of millet and cereals. That is the fundamental thing. No dairy product, or rather say white poison. White poisons include dairy product, includes sugar, cheese, paneer, everything. But once in a while, if you are taking it, let's say once in a 10 days or once in a 15 days, you have been invited, or you are calling someone, you have to make a nice food as per the society norms, go ahead and eat it. But remember, fast after feast. Okay. The fasting is strictly taking fruit diets or uncooked food diets, green juices, things likewise. Any questions so far?
Captain, one actually, what is a recent in past 10 years, we are facing these girls after mature the hormone imbalance. So they will be asking, what is the hormone balanced diet to make that means they overweight and all in the that this is the problem we are facing in the growing girls, especially after maturations. They have so many overweight. So what is that balanced diet which will balance the hormonal balanced diet?
Okay, it's a very nice question. From wherever you have heard this, ask him what is a hormonal diet. But I will tell you, if you have this diet, it is a balanced diet.
Okay.
If you have a hormonal imbalance, it will balance. If you are underweight, you will become normal. If you are obese, you will become normal. Do you still want a special diet for hormonal thing? They are selling their product in the market. Unka alag system hai. By all means, like for last so many years, I finish my dinner by 6:37 sunset. I don't know how many are Jains here. I'm half Jain, half Vaishnav, but I follow Jain principles as far as eating is concerned. And there is automatically in our system, even in our Sanatan Dharma system, whatever it is, says finish your meal by sunset and till next morning when you get up. There's automatically a inbuilt intermittent fasting. But when you do intermittent fasting, you pay a nice consultation fees and you learn from them what is intermittent fasting. But it is same thing what we are discussing today.
Thank you.
Isn't it?
Yeah, yes, sir.
And now what I'm talking is not from the books. Me
Yeah.
and my family, we have been following it over 40 years. All right.
Yes.
Green juice. Now children have grown up, they have got their own houses. So because of their convenience, we leave it to them. We don't say you have to do this. But one thing is there, my son's the throat, nose, he was very, very uh, susceptible to cold and fever. And once we started green juice, for next 6 months, he had no problem. So my son still takes green juice because he has experienced the truth behind it. Green juice is very, very powerful and effective. Okay.
Yes.
So,
Thank you.
so many things I've shown and given it to you. And I may even share some of it, my PDF in your group, if not in the group, if you if you email me, I will send you the information so you can use it, all these things. All right.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, Sita.
Green juices are compulsory?
Coming here to the class is not compulsory. How can I make green juice compulsory? But they are most effective thing, I can tell you. Most effective. Okay. So you will have to break away from what you see. It's like, let me share a story you want to know. So there is a student, he recently took up a meditation. He wanted to strengthen his core mind. He was slowly getting used to holding his body in a steady position. In meditation, the important thing is keep your body steady. That's what I even tell my participants, who are, many of them are present today. Keep your body steady. Sharir ko sthir rakhna hai. And that is the most difficult thing they find to do it. Right? So he was slowly getting used to keeping his body steady. And so in today's class, the story is, yeah, his legs became numb and hands started aching. So the teacher said, keep your body steady, no movement. The monk. So oh, that student was saying, oh, great. Everyone else in the class has become more alert and attentive. He became more restless. Me, I tried to hide, but keeping video on was the norm of the class. So we saw that guy, his muscles ached like a pneumatic drill. He was moving around. The instructor spotted the student, and after the meditation was over, the instructor said, don't worry, let your body ache. This is where you decide if you are going to lean into discomfort and grow, or if you are not going to avoid discomfort and stay exactly where you are. Therefore, student got to thinking, lean into discomfort and grow. So when you reflect back, I thought to myself, what would happen if we leaned into discomfort just a little more. What if instead of running away and dismissing the unfamiliar and uncomfortable, we instead made the proactive move to pursue it? Therefore, friends, it is, I want to become a healthy person. I want to have a healthy mind. This is a system, it will bring you to a normal body. If you want to become a Kareena Kapoor size 0, then this is not a class for you. Okay, right? No, normal. We all, most of the people, means everybody, 99.9 want to be a normal person, neither overweight nor underweight. From time to time, men, women, they all go through hormonal changes. It's the same thing. The women may have a particular problem, this, that. From time to time, there is a separate, and there is a separate coaching and counseling I do for them. Okay. There is a menstrual problem. There is a problem of end of the menstruation. There are so many things, but they are different. At the moment, we are only correlating with being a normal person with this food diet. So one of my American mythologists, if you have heard of him, Joseph Campbell, said, fear, uncertainty, and discomfort are your compasses towards growth. We must let go of the life we had planned so as to accept the life that is waiting for us. So friends, what are you actively avoiding right now? Just think over it. Could you make the decision to lean a little more towards discomfort? So when you allow your discomfort to be your compass towards growth, you might just find that something incredible happens. Maybe it's time for you lean in more, and we are armed with knowledge about food, but more important is doing it. You have got the knowledge, we have explained to you, but the benefits will come to you when you start doing it. Start doing it. So if I sum up, 5 recommendations. Get up early. Getting up early is a gift you give yourself once you install the habit. Yes, that's hard at first, but after a few weeks, you will have more time to yourself every morning. Time to think, read, analyze, exercise, and set yourself for a superb results. Run a schedule. Write more about it. Be extraordinary if you want to be. The things that get scheduled are things that get done. Remember that. Stand in gratitude. While there is so many things you could do to ensure a great, perfect day, I find spending even 5 minutes in gratitude, thanking for all that you receive, reshapes the way you perceive your day. Remember, stress and gratitude do not share the same room. If you are in gratitude, you will never be stressful. Eat right at right time. Follow the schedule which we have discussed. Growth. Last, much as we resist change, the fact is human beings are happiest when are growing. When you are growing, you are happiest. To live perfect day, do things that move you out of your comfort zone and into your discomfort zone. A day with zero growth is a day unduly lived. Friends, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Before I ask you for any doubts, let me ask my host, Unnati, would you like to say something?
Yes, sir. Thank you for this awesome session. So, hello, friends. I hope that you have enjoyed this session very much. Eat right at the right time. Well, I
Thank
would
you,
like
sir.
to remind you that we have free nurturing sessions every morning, that is at 6:30 a.m. of India time. Captain Mehta leads us through the process of self-improvement and mindfulness knowledge sharing. This session is intended to give you a head start in your personal growth. You all are invited to join us in the daily nurturing sessions to continue with where we have left today. Well, there is no charges of these classes, and the details I'm putting it in the chat box.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, right. So
Thank you.
remember,
Thank you.
you don't have to eat less, just have right, eat
Yes, sir.
right.
Right.
Thank
Yes.
you, sir. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. It
Thank
was a
you, sir.
wonderful session.
Thank you so much, sir.
Now,
Thank
if
you,
you
sir.
have any
Thank you.
questions, yeah, you can hang on and ask questions. Now is the question answer
Thank you,
time.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Captain,
Hello.
when,
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
can I ask you a question?
yes.
Uh,
Please.
when you say about green juice, is it the green leafy vegetable juice or it can be also bitter gourd juice?
Both, all. Bitter gourd is good for those who are diabetic.
Yes, because I
Yeah.
have that
No,
regularly.
good, have it. But
Yeah.
see how you mix it and how you make it. You can, if you haven't understood what I've said, you can ask me again. I will share it with you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shama. I learn and grow every time I listen to you. Thank you. You humble me every time with your kind words. Okay.
Sir, the flax seeds, what you said, they
Hmm.
have to be taken roasted or generally ऐसे raw?
If you take them roasted, they become more tasty, but the part of oil comes out, so they become less nutrient. So if you have them also like this, they are not harmful. But if you have them directly, you must chew it properly for better digestion.
Okay.
Right.
This was much needed for me right now, sir, because I was not keeping well from last few days and all my reports and had to go through a lot of tests and all. So this was much needed. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Anyone? We have time. And I know I finished 8 o'clock, but those who want to hang on, ask questions, I'm here.
Green juice we can have in the morning also.
Yeah, it's good to have in the morning. Remember one principle. Empty stomach is best.
Okay. With Karela, what all to have?
Karela, I mean, depending on what you want, जो भी आपका बचा कुचा सब्जी है, सबको mix करके डाल दो, ले लो. But if you have a specific problem, then specific vegetables will help.
Diabetes.
Karela, jamun.
Those seeds.
Huh?
Karela, jamun and?
No, don't mix them, but they are the different things, you can have them. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Sir, I would like to ask, why not wheat? Matlab, what does gluten does to our body? Why not wheat? Because since ages we are having this wheat roti every day at our place. So my dad also says not to eat wheat. So I really want to know why not.
Wheat has a particular chemical called gluten. It increases your cholesterol.
Okay.
In simple words, I don't want to go very scientifically into medical terms. I was confused when doctors told me, but I just know it's simple. It increases your cholesterol level. Okay.
Okay, sir. So basically, people who have heart issues or something like that should avoid wheat because of the cholesterol reasons also.
Everybody should avoid.
Should avoid.
If you don't have heart thing, by the time you come to 50, 60, you get the heart problem.
Okay, got it, sir.
So if you avoid, and wheat is not native to India. It came to India just 200 years ago.
Okay.
From South America. Okay. What is native to India is your jawari. Native to India is also bajri. Even makkah came from outside.
Okay.
Right. So it is said what is local and regional, and that as per the climate wise, it's best to have. But nowadays you get anything and everything across the world. जो जब भी जिधर जिसको वॉशिंगटन एप्पल मिलेगा, चाइनीज गावा मिलेगा, न्यूजीलैंड का मेलन मिलेगा. Try and see as much as possible the seasonal and local fruit as possible. But if you can't avoid it, then okay, then don't expect 100% results.
No, sir. Occasionally at our place, it is being made. Today only I had bajra ki roti, so it is being made. But alternatives we make wheat roti also. And as you told today, not to have that multigrain atta. So my mom usually mixes it. So now she has bought 10 kgs of multigrain atta only. मतलब दे के खुद के यहाँ से पिसवा के चक्की पे. But then I'll tell her that this is what you had suggested.
उसको खत्म कर लो.
हाँ, खत्म करके then we can have separate.
Yeah. But like we have those nice fulkas, patla fulkas when the guests come, for the guests.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jitu Bhai, BN, Meenakshi, Galaxy A70, Simran from Malaysia. Thank you, Simran. You always find time to come. I know what time it is. It is 10:30 at night in Malaysia. Huh? Okay.
Yes.
So nice of you.
Thank you.
Bhai, thank you. Thank you.
And a very, let me say, very illuminating session.